Welcome to the I Heart Guitar podcast. Our guest today is Gus G. Gus, how you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you, Peter?
I'm good. How are you coping with this whole lockdown kind of stuff?
Taking it a day at a time, really. One day at a time. Some days are more boring than others. Some days are pretty busy, actually. I mean, I've been doing a lot of press as well for the new Firewind record, and some days I play more guitar. I record some stuff, but it's not all that bad at all, actually. To be honest with you, when I'm not on tour, usually what I do is I just stay at home. Yeah. So it hasn't changed all that much. Okay, I can't see my friends or family, but it's been okay so far. I mean, we have technology and we can keep in touch with everybody.
Yeah, I know for me, I'm either playing a lot more guitar and making a lot of music, or I'll have a day where I'm like, I can't even do anything.
Yeah, I think everybody goes through these ups and downs. Yeah, I mean, it's a reality. It's unavoidable. As much as we want to stay positive and keep it together, you'll have days when you just want to stare at the ceiling.
So, yeah, as you said, you've got this new Firewind record to promote. I've been listening to it, and this thing is huge. Like, your guitar tone on this album is massive. The new singer sounds fantastic. The songs are really strong. There's a nice variety there. Like, I think this is my favorite Firewind.
Oh, wow. Thank you, man. I've been getting really, it's really nice to hear. I've been getting similar feedback from a lot of people that I've been talking to the press the last 2 or 3 weeks. I hope when the rest of our fans get to hear this, they will feel the same way like you are, So, I'm proud of this album. I think it came out really good, and there's a good balance from all aspects, for all things. The production, the variety on the album, stylistically wise. So, I think it's our most fresh sounding album we've ever made, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, there's some stuff on there like Overdrive and Space Cowboy that are really kind of standing out to me as things that, you kind of... It's not that it doesn't sound like you, but, it sounds like aspects of you that you don't always kind of push to the front, And it's kind of a nice change, yeah. Correct,
yeah. I mean, we've done similar stuff in the past. It's been many years since we've done stuff like that, though. Like, you'll probably find tracks like that back on our third or fourth album, like Forged by Fire or Allegiance, where there was this type of variety. It was, this came out naturally, so I was like, you know what, well, maybe it's a little bit of a return to form like that, kind of like blending in the hard rock elements with the classic metal stuff. And let's just see what happens, it's, the previous album was a totally different thing, it was just like focused on making this epic power metal concept record, whereas this one was not at all about all that.
I always love seeing what people do after a concept record. I'm a prog guy and stuff, so I love concept records, and there are some great metal ones and stuff. But like, you look at what Queensryche did after Operation Mindcrime. They came out with Empire, which was very diverse and very song focused, and Dream Theater always seems to come out with something strong after they've done a concept record, and it seems to revitalize people. Like, okay, we've really immersed ourselves in one thing. Now let's see where we go.
Yeah. Maybe it's like one of those things where you get out of like a big project like a concept record or something, and then like, where do you go from there? Like maybe I was doing something different is the obvious way. Maybe it comes out naturally. For me, it did, because I got to be honest. We were talking about this with the band, and we were like, well, this Immortals thing. It worked out, The album was well received commercially, and also, from the fans and everybody, and it was a successful type of experiment, if you like, doing a concept album. And we're like, should we keep up with that? And when I started writing for this album, I realized that the songs, it doesn't flow out naturally. It wouldn't like, okay, what are you gonna do? Like a concept album about, Greek mythology or whatever. Like, but if the music isn't fitting, and if the material that comes out sounds nothing like, such a concept, so that's when all the, in the beginning you doubt yourself about it. You're like, okay, well, what's going on? Like, can we top this last album? But in the end, you know what? You have to write what comes naturally, what feels good for you, and in the end, it'll work out. I mean, that's the best bet you got. Like, try to write the best material you can, and not really like the moment you set a goal, like I'm gonna do like this, and I want to have such a sound. It's also like you can get trapped into that.
Yeah.
And if you already have a successful album before that you did this. It's a trap, without a doubt. It's a trap, and I thank God I realized that early on. I was like, you know what, I'm just going to continue with whatever comes naturally to me, and I don't care, if it's a hard rock song or if it's like a power metal song. I'll just see how we can blend it all together.
Yeah, cool. Now, in the video for Rising Fire, you're using this incredible new Jackson signature model you've got. Tell me about that thing.
Yeah, it's my San Dimas signature. It's the guitar that shocked all the people that followed me for years.
But I mean, at the same time, like, you were a Strat guy early on, so it makes sense.
I was, but maybe not many people remember that because I'm primarily seen with the Star guitars.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, yeah, it was. I wanted to have like a. Well, originally I wanted to have a Strat style guitar for the use of my solo project because I played some more rock stuff and I wanted to have a Strat guitar where I could just bust it out in the middle of the show and play something more, I don't know, more rocking or even bluesier stuff. Go back to passive pickup sounds and that kind of a thing. But by the time you design a guitar you release, you're like on your next thing. So this fell together with this new, making this new Firewind album, and it coincided in the, with the releases. And I thought, you know what, I should be using this anyways. And I love this guitar. I love the candy apple red color. It looks beautiful. It's very 80s without a doubt.
But at the same time, it's very on trend. Like, a lot of guitars that are really successful at the moment are kind of like Strat based with two humbuckers, with a 2-point tremolo that's not locking, and it's a guitar that even people who, if they don't follow your music, they're going to see that and go, wow, that's a pretty cool guitar right now.
Well, that's the point also with that guitar. I wanted to put out a guitar where it's not like somebody who's who knows who I am or is a fan of what I do. I mean, I wanted to be the guitar to have it stand out on its own. Like, it doesn't matter. I mean, that's why we didn't put my signature on it. It's in the back of the headstock, kind of like hidden there, because it doesn't matter if I created this or whatever. It's still a cool guitar, and hopefully other people can pick it up and go like, wow, yeah, this is cool. Maybe I don't know who this Gus G dude is, but whatever. This is a great guitar.
Tell me about the pickups, because you've now got your own pickup company, which is really exciting to me.
Yeah, it's like it's a new project of mine. Starting slowly, making baby steps. I mean, a while ago I just thought, I had this pickup with Seymour Duncan, the Fire Blackouts, which was an active set. But I wanted to make some changes. That was done like almost 10 years ago, and I just wanted to, it's the whole thing started out of a need to do other things, and like go back and sort of redesign the sound or try out more stuff, tweak the EQ a little bit, or maybe even have two pickups. Why just one? Maybe have other models. And the best way to do that was obviously to start my own pickup company. And anyway, so I reached out to the Jackson guys, and I said, look, I'm thinking about doing this, and I have these prototypes, and they sound really good, and would we be able to put them on the new guitars, And they were up for the challenge, the idea. It was it's a unique thing. They hadn't done something like that before either. So this is pretty special, and I came up with two new designs, a passive model and an active model. And for now, they are on this two new guitars that we released with Jackson. But I mean, the next step is to set up, some sort of a network to have it available in retail for those that want to, obviously acquire the pickups to try them out on their own guitars.
Yeah. Well, as we were saying before I hit record on this, I used to work at Seymour Duncan when you were there, and I always enjoyed emailing you. We did a bunch of interviews for the Seymour Duncan blog and stuff like that, and you always described your tone in interesting ways to me, and so I'm excited to see you take your tone in new directions and explore different aspects of it, because it sounds to me like you're the kind of player who, it's not just put a finger on a fret and hit a note. There's a lot more going into it, and the pickup's got to capture that.
Yeah. I mean, thank you, first of all. And I mean, I make use of the whole neck out of the guitar, so I want to have heavy tones on the bottom strings and screaming leads, and I want the guitar to respond to a lot of the dynamics. I use different techniques, so I need a pickup that responds well to all that, and it's good for both use, for great rhythms and lead tones. And to me, a pickup is almost that's the secret weapon of any guitar player, because that's what absorbs your picking movements, your hand, your dynamics. That's where the sound is from. Of course, you need to have a great guitar with that has a great wood and resonance and all that, but it all goes through the pickup, and it translates into to the amp,
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, for me, a lot of people see me and they're like, why don't you use I don't have a big pedal board. I don't have any effect, just like a delay on, and don't you step on this and this to make your lead tone? No, I mean it's all actually for years, even that Seymour Duncan pickup, that was my secret weapon, the fire blackouts that I had. It was such a powerful pickup, but also very dynamic too. So I could play more quiet stuff, and I could, it was almost like having a built-in booster in there. So
yeah.
Yeah, so I mean that's the whole philosophy, that I wanted out of a pickup. I want to be, I want to rely on as less gear as possible when I play live. So that way you eliminate all the chances of stuff, breaking down and while you're performing and stuff. So yeah, to me a great pickup is it's essential. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I also get that sense from your guitars. It's just a volume control and a switch. You don't have extra things on there to get in the way.
Correct. Yeah. Very, very little stuff is going on, but and a lot of guitar players don't even think how many different tones can get out of the volume knob just by rolling down the volume a little bit. They forget about it. They're like, well, where's the tone knob? I mean, you don't need a tone knob. You don't really need it. You can get so much more out of the guitar by just rolling the volume knob down and. It's I mean I'm used to that kind of thing, and I mean if a good guitar that has a great set of pickups and of course going through a great amp is all you need. That's it. These three things.
Mm-hmm. So did you get the red one in time to use on the record?
Just at the very end, I just recorded a couple of dive bombs here and there.
Yeah.
I wanted to record the clean parts with it, but I didn't have the guitar with me.
Yeah.
I think maybe I recorded a lead at the... Yeah, I think I recorded some last-minute melodies on the song Welcome to the Empire.
Oh, that's a
good one. The chorus.
Yeah.
Yeah, the chorus melodies, I think they were done with a red guitar, maybe some dive bomb here and there. And there's not a whole lot about it anyways. But I mainly use a Star guitar.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple of the prototypes, actually.
Yeah.
And I actually made a video on my YouTube channel where I went through the guitars that I used on the record. I used the Fender, the Gary Moore Strat that I have for clean stuff. Yeah, that's a good guitar. I also used, what else? I used actually a Jackson Monarch that they sent me a few years back. I used that one for a lot of the rhythms. Yeah.
Yeah, those things are cool.
Yeah.
Well, see, this is the part of the interview now where I normally say, so tell me about your upcoming tour dates, but nobody knows anymore.
What tour dates?
Yeah.
Yeah, there are no tours this year, I'm afraid.
Yeah. It sucks.
There's nothing.
So
it does. I mean, it's how the world is right now.
Yeah. So what can you what are you doing to get this record in front of people? You know, obviously you're doing lots of press. Are you are you doing like streaming gigs or anything like that?
I've done a couple of things. You know, I did like a Jackson takeover on Instagram. I did a thing from Black Star yesterday. I recently teamed up with Elisa from Arch Enemy, and we did like this thing last week, and it went really well. We played some acoustic stuff, and then I jam also with my guitar, some backing tracks, and I find that very cool because it's two of us, so we can we can get the chat going on, and it's kind of more fun than just being yourself and streaming yourself. I'm not so familiar with that so far, but I really cannot see myself streaming for the rest of my life, really. Maybe I'll get better at that. It's, we're probably going to do we were working on a second video for Firewind for the song Welcome to the Empire, which is going to be the next single.
Yeah.
I think we're going to obviously work on a couple of lyric videos or visuals and stuff like that. Maybe work on some playthroughs. I'll definitely film a lot of playthrough stuff for people, for guitar fans.
Yeah.
For the new album. What else? We're working on tabs for the full album, like guitar tabs.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things in the works, even though we can't go out on tour. Just basically try to keep the interest going on with online like everybody else, and it's a great thing that we can keep up with people like that, from all the platforms that we got.
Yeah, I mean, if this happened like 25 years ago, we'd all be fucked.
Oh yeah, we'd be shocked. You would release an album and nobody would ever hear about it.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, thanks so much for your time. It's been really cool to talk. And yeah, the album is totally killer. The guitars are awesome. Your tones are amazing. So, I feel like this is, apart from the fact that no one can tour at the moment, I feel like this is a good year for you.
Thank you. I think it's, we also felt that this is the album that could have elevated the band, to the next level. But unfortunately, we cannot prove that with gigs right now. But you know what? At least we got the music to be in good company.
Yeah.
So I hope people can check it out when it comes out, and we'll just play whenever the world is safe again, and we'll see you next year, I guess, on the road.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thanks so much for the chat. It's been really fun.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you.
See ya.
Bye. Bye.